DC Comics has a number of technological artifacts that are fundamentally important to understanding many of its greatest stories. Chief among them are the Mother Boxes. From their mythical origins to their incredible powers, here's everything you need to know about DC's Mother Boxes. Before you can understand Mother Boxes, it's useful to take a detour to understand DC's new gods. About 18 billion years ago, there was a world named Godworld. As the planet evolved, humanoid beings sprang forth and developed vastly powerful abilities over billions of years. Eventually, they became gods, aka the Old Gods. Godworld fell into internal conflict between factions of gods, culminating in Godworld's destruction and a massive wave of energy, the God Wave, spreading throughout the universe. The remnants of Godworld itself eventually turned into two distinct planets. On the one hand, there's the utopian New Genesis, ruled by the virtuous Highfather. On the other, there's the evil and dark Apocalypse, where tyranny and war reign. These planets become home to a new set of deities, the New Gods. The New Gods of New Genesis are, of course, generally wise and just. Those on Apocalypse, who eventually come to be ruled by the tyrant Darkseid, are devoted to universal conquest and tyranny under his malevolent hand. Each planet has developed considerably advanced science and technologies, but the most unique and complex inventions of the New Gods are the mysterious Mother Boxes, the sentient supercomputers that can do nearly anything. Mother Boxes owe their existence to the New Gods that inhabit New Genesis. Specifically, New Genesis scientist Haimon develops the Mother Boxes as small, portable, sentient supercomputers. And as for Haimon, he becomes the headmaster of the Academy of Higher Conscience before eventually living undercover on Apocalypse and fomenting rebellion against Darkseid. As sentient technology, each Mother Box is its own unique entity and has an independent will of its own. And they get their name for the unconditional motherly love they have for their users. Plus, Mother Boxes were made as a result of experiments with the mysterious element X, DC's 10th metal, which can be manipulated by thought alone and which powers most New God technology. Element X first appeared in New Gods number 7. In effect, the whole multiverse is a very diluted form of this 10th metal, and access to the metal grants powers beyond comprehension. And since the Mother Boxes come from experiments involving Element X, these devices are incredibly dangerous. While it's admittedly mysterious how exactly they work, Mother Boxes are also known to have connection to the Source, the literal source of all that exists and the infinite energy that produced all life in the universe.
She is a living computer connected to the Source.
Their complexity means that they can't truly be made by beings outside New Genesis or Apocalypse, and very few New Gods have ever been able to successfully create them. It's even said that the creator's personality becomes a part of the resulting Mother Box, making them one of the DC Universe's most mysterious artifacts. Mother Boxes are enormously powerful artifacts. As such, their potential is maybe limitless and certainly wide-ranging, and they've been utilized by the New Gods for nearly any purpose you can imagine. Mother Boxes have been used to amplify their users' own powers to considerable degrees, and it doesn't seem to matter much what those powers are. Among the myriad powers Mother Boxes have displayed, they've manipulated a host's mental state, allowed telepathic communication, sustained life in hostile environments, returned hosts to life, healed fatal injuries, transferred energy, and changed an area's gravity on various occasions. Mother Boxes can interact with technology, allowing them to control or evolve said technology with little effort. They've even transmuted matter and energy, or even manipulated dimensions and merged independent beings into a composite being. They are, indeed, effectively limitless. Perhaps their most famous use, however, is as space-bending transportation devices. Mother Boxes create extra-dimensional transit tunnels, boom tubes, that allow transit through space. While Mother Boxes originate from the New Gods of New Genesis, Father Boxes emerge as a similar technology from Apocalypse, albeit with an opposite moral alignment. Father Boxes first appear in 2001's Orion, Volume 1, Number 8. They were originally introduced by Darkseid's wife, Mortala, as a gift to the heroic Orion, evidently presented to replace his defunct Mother Box. That, of course, was a ruse. It was actually intended to bring Orion back under Darkseid's control. Whereas a mother box is said to be good, loving, caring, and are attributed a maternal energy in comic lore, a father box is said to have a pure evil persona and is crafted to have male programming. Father boxes exhibit most of the varied uses that mother boxes have showcased in the comics, including a connection to the source. However, where mother boxes are attached to the creative, living, positive, good aspects of the source, father boxes access the more negative portion of the source energies related to its anti-life aspect. Although mother boxes and father boxes are the most prominent examples of the new god's sentient technology, there are also rare examples of stranger boxes that serve similar functions. However, their natures and backstories are different from your standard mother and father boxes. The first of these is the so-called Orphan Box, created by Father Time, the mysterious immortal leader of Shade, a governmental organization that uses superpowered individuals to fight terrorism. Father Time himself has powers as he is immortal, possesses super strength, and his body regenerates, although it's unclear if he is in fact a new god. Regardless, he creates the Orphan Box from the remnants of Gonzo the Mechanical Bastard, a being created by Apocalypse's mathematicians of the anti-life equation to spread chaos on Earth. Additionally, one future timeline presented in the JLA Rock of Ages storyline sees one of Darkseid's torturous minions, Granny Goodness, turned into an insane computer called alternately either a Grandmother Box or, more succinctly, a Granny Box. Check out one of our newest videos right here, plus even more Looper videos about your favorite comic book moments are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.